Guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is basically like a Q&A and live update, just kind of touching base on everything. The last time I did like a live update video was about 4 months ago when I announced to the world that I was leaving my job and pursuing freelancing as a makeup artist full time, and also doing like YouTube and stuff like that. So yeah, there's a lot that's happened in that time. So I just put a post up on Instagram last night and also to Snapchat and asked you guys if you've got anything that you want to kind of ask me, beauty or personal related. I always get truckloads of questions like on YouTube or on Instagram, just seeing how life is. People will Snapchat me with questions all the time, which is so nice, but I thought it'd be good just to get like the whole bulk of them into one video, and that way I'm just not like typing here and have to answer like the same question 10 times to people, which is truly so nice that people even give a shit about my life, because it is so kind. But I'm just trying to get it all in one go. I might go to Snapchat first and we'll have a look and see what some people have asked me. Have you moved house recently? It seems like your blogs are in older styled homes and kitchens. Yeah, so like we're in the middle of like building our home, so we're just in transparent rental, which we're really lucky to have got. When we were looking for a rental, it honestly was like, I think there was like 10 places all in New Plymouth that were going to allow us to have Peter. I'm pretty sure like half of those were in the Bronx. So Nicole Whitburn asked me, what's your favourite everyday foundation and what eye brushes do you use in an updated skincare routine? So my favourite foundation is still Estee Lauder Double Wear, because I have not yet found anything that has flawed it. Eye brushes, I generally use Exo Beauty or Zoeva. And my updated skincare routine, still use a lot of Clinique. I've actually started to use a lot of Kiehl's as well. I really like their products, they smell divine. Okay, and the next one is from Angel Brie X_13. She asked, what started your passion for doing makeup and what was your first favourite makeup product that you can remember? I honestly could not tell you when that passion started. I have always loved makeup. I guess it's like when I started on the Clinique counter, that's when I realised it was like, I was able to identify that that was my passion. I never thought of it as a job. Like I was just like, oh my god, like I get paid to do this? Like this is what I get paid for, this is insane. Oh, Telescopic by L'Oreal. It was like this amazing mascara, and at the time I was still at high school and it was like $28, and I was like, holy fuck, that is so expensive. But it's like, I was so willing to like spend that money because it was so amazing. It was like so great for like separation and length of my lashes. It was honestly, oh, it was bomb. Okay, the next one is from Bombier. As a new makeup artist, when do you know it's time to put your prices up without feeling like you're up yourself or greedy? Oh my god, this is such a great question. I always still have this debate with myself all the time. Every year I reevaluate my prices versus like how high in demand I am. I kind of rode the wave for about 2 years from when I first started out to when I became quite confident in my pricing. So as a new makeup artist, like when I first started out, I didn't have really high-end products, so they weren't the best products. And I knew that my techniques weren't perfected. Sometimes I wasn't always completely happy with my work. And I guess it's also things like customer feedback. So there are so many things that come into play. I would definitely start looking into prices when you know that you're starting to invest a lot more money in products, because you have to cover your product cost. You just want to have a look at like how high in demand you are, and how many people are you turning down for a space that's already booked. So like I might turn down, I don't know, like 4 people for a Saturday booking at 1 o'clock, because that's like a very high in demand time that people want it. You know, just things like that. Like for me, I'm probably coming into the industry 4.5 years now. So I've got business advisors now who have said you've got to the point where you can put your prices up, where if you do get maybe like 10 to 15% of people saying you're too expensive, you're probably at the right point of price points. You've just got to kind of test the waters. Don't be extravagant, don't put your prices up rapidly. When I first started doing wedding makeup, for 2 years my brides were $150 and that included a trial. The following year I reevaluated my prices, I put it up to $165, and you know, I'm booking up 12 months in advance, and within the first week of me letting people know that my wedding bookings are available, I book out practically the whole season. So I know I've got that credibility behind me and I am high in demand. So the following year I put it up to $190 and people are still happy to pay for that without you know, batting their eye. So this one is from Monique_Rowe. She asked, what was it like meeting Shani and Michael? Yeah, we just hung out, went shopping, got ready together that night. went to the party together, and I had such an amazing time. They were like the sweetest people. Okay, let's go on to Instagram and answer some questions on there. Okay, everyone wants to know about our wedding. Annie_Aniki, oh my god, I'm probably definitely said that wrong. She asked, looking forward to your upcoming videos. Is there anything you can tell us about your wedding plans, or is it all secret? So I can definitely tell you we've finally set a date. Our wedding is the 9th of March 2019. A lot of people were quite like, whoa, you're waiting so long, because we got engaged over a year ago. So that was 2016, and then I don't know, I didn't want to rush the wedding because I left my job. I knew that was going to be stressful, and Trent's building the house. I just know that the 3 most stressful things they say in life is planning a wedding, buying a home, and starting a new job, and I wasn't going to try and do all 3 in one go. So we decided to have it here in Taranaki, and I've got so many amazing friends who are in the industry who want to be a part of the big day. So I'm actually going to go look at a couple of venues on Thursday. Daphne_private, she said, how are you? How are you finding life after leaving clinic? Do you have more time for yourself and family now, or less? What are your goals for the next 5 years? How's the house progress going? And then she said, love you lots, girl. Hoping to bump into you in September when I'm in New Plymouth. Ah, well, let me know when you are in New Plymouth. That's really sweet. That's so cool. I'm great, thank you. I honestly haven't looked back since making the move, and you guys know it was quite an emotional decision for me, but I got to the point where I had been on counter for 4 years, and I felt like I had reached my the pinnacle point of my career there. I didn't feel like there was much more growth I could achieve on counter. You have more time for yourself and family, or less. I was saying to Trent last night in bed, I was like, oh my god, like we got into bed at like 9:30 last night, and I was like, I've never gone to bed at 9:30. Never. I've always been a night owl. Like when I again was working at the pharmacy, I was working some nights till like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning because I was working a full-time job, and because YouTube became quite intense with like endorsement deals and sponsors, I had to deliver for companies with a very short turnover as well. So something that now only takes me a day to do, I would have to break up over 5 days after work. Now Trent and I always designate Sundays off together. I might go skateboarding, we'll go out for brunch, catch up with friends. I have so much more life balance. And what are your goals for the next 5 years? Oh my god, I hate this question. I never know. Ideally, I guess I would love to be taking like national or international masterclasses and workshops. I would love that. Oh, I'd feel so proud of myself to be doing something like that. So Rai Edmonds asked, what was it like working at Life Pharmacy, doing YouTube and freelancing whilst in a relationship and being a mama to PD? At the beginning, I thought it was just like so awesome that I was like starting to get so much happening on YouTube, and all of a sudden like people wanted to pay me to work with them. So I was like, fuck, this is cool. Like I get to do what I love to do and make money, and kind of like make pocket money off to the side of my full-time job. So at the beginning it was like, oh, this is awesome, just really exciting, and then the workload got more and more and more and more and more, and it was just like a snowball effect. I don't know, it became a norm where I would just work 5 days a week and then freelance every now and again when I was like doing photo shoots on the weekend on a Sunday, or like weddings on a Saturday, and then I'd be editing after work. Like I just got into such a routine to think it was normal to be working till like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and then go to work the next day and only have like 5 hours sleep, if that. Now that I look back on it, I'm just like, how the fuck did I ever do that? Like I went to bed the other night at 1 o'clock in the morning, and I got up at 8, and I was so tired all day. Definitely played quite a major factor on our relationship. I would, because I was going to bed so late, I'd wake Trent up, and he's a builder and he likes to get at least 8 hours sleep. So like I would come into bed and I'd wake him up and he'd be like grumpy the next day, and then it was just like kind of like a cycle for him as well. It became like part of the norm for him, and because I would have a job that might be due the next day, to my agency, you know, he was cooking dinners majority of the time. I don't know, we were kind of like ships in the night for quite a long time. We wouldn't, if we were to have any time together, it was literally like after work, and we'd sit down and be watching TV, and you know, you're kind of there but you're not present with each other. Like I'll be on my phone or I'll be on my laptop, and so he sees that, he's on his phone, he's on his laptop. How's the progress on the house going? Really good. We've got the concrete down, the frames are up, and we're hoping to get the roof on in about a week's time. before we go to Australia for a little holiday. So Trent's working really, really hard. So how was the transition to a steady income to a not for certain income? That honestly was the biggest factor when it came to leaving my job, because I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna leave my job and then I'm gonna have to go back after a month because I'm broke. I could not believe the influx of clients that I got once I left the pharmacy. It was real crazy. I thought I may lose that. So I book up Fridays and Saturdays for events, so in those 2 days I can easily make a week's wage. I decided that I'd start doing one-on-one tutorials with clients, so like sponsorships and endorsement deals with companies, which I always disclaim to you guys, but that is how I do make my money. I've got to the point with my channel, which I'm really fortunate about, if a paid campaign comes to me, I can say yes or no. I do have the option now where I do have quite enough work coming in. If it doesn't fit to my brand, or if I don't believe in it, I can turn it down and go with stuff that does fit my brand. So I am really lucky in that regards. Who is the coolest 19-year-old you've ever met through making YouTube videos? Brackets, her name probably starts with a K maybe. I love you, Kate! Kate's like one of my homegirls. We are fucking like ride or die. Whenever we're having like a fucking mean feed, we'll like Snapchat each other and be like, wish you were here. So Corey Cunningham asked me, do you have any advice for someone just starting out on YouTube? Love your videos, from a fellow Kiwi. Thanks, babe. Yeah, just start doing it. There's so many people who are like, I want to start YouTube. They're like, but I don't have all the right setup, blah, blah, blah. No one ever does have the right setup when you first start YouTube. If you look back on my first YouTube video, which please don't go do that, like I have no audio. The video isn't like framed in the picture properly because it's on like a really old camera. It was like $100 shitty Panasonic thing. And I just did it, and then you just grow on it. I think you need to stop looking at people like Jeffree Star or Manny, I don't know, just people who have got like production teams who film everything and then edit everything for them and have these amazing backgrounds and lighting, and just be really, really passionate about it, be really consistent. Just be prepared that it is a lot more work than what meets the eye, I think, with YouTube. Like, editing takes so much longer than just filming a video. Editing is always the longest process in my books anyway. So I think you have to start a YouTube channel for the right reasons. You know, like because you're passionate and because you just love doing it. Like, I know that's how I started out. Like, I never thought anything of the fact that, yeah, I might go overseas with a brand or I get free products sent. I've had clients who have come in and I've asked them what they want to do with their, you know, with themselves when they leave school, and they're like, oh, I think I want to do YouTube. And I was like, that's so cool. Like, fucking do it. It's so much fun. And they're like, yeah, no, I love that you get free stuff, and I want to go overseas with a brand and stuff. And I'm like, oh, like, that is all the wrong reasons you should be getting into YouTube, because it doesn't always work out that way. Like, I've been doing this for 3.5, almost 4 years now, and it's taken a lot of hard work and a lot of time and energy to get to where I even am now. And I'm not even in like a huge capacity of followings, of views, or anything like that. So be passionate, do it for the right reasons, do it because you love it. I think that's really, really important, and you don't ever want to lose sight of who you are when you do it as well, because there are so many trolls out there who want to break you, and like, honestly, I don't know where they come from. Like, they just sound like real miserable motherfuckers. So just keep doing you. Don't change anything about you, because being you and being unique is what's going to get you far. Cherish your treasures. My mouth felt so weird saying that. It would have looked so funny. How did you balance a full-time job and your YouTube channel? I work full-time and have a blog, but I find it hard to find time to work on it. I've been focusing on my photos lately and love that side of it. Did you ever think of giving up on YouTube at the beginning of your journey because it was too tricky juggling around everything? I never really thought about giving up YouTube. It's never about the money, it's never about the views, it's never about the likes or the followers or anything like that. It was always something I built around me and just people. I just always wanted to show people I could do stuff. Like, I always just wanted to provide for people when it came to makeup and what I was good at. So I never was like, I don't know, I've just never put too much pressure on myself about it. And that's why I've continued to stay as a makeup artist and a freelancer, and not just purely focus on YouTube, where, you know, it can, honestly, YouTube is fucking all over the place at the moment. This is another video I want to make and just talk about like how people are buying fake followers and fake likes. Like, girl, if you buy fake followers and buy fake likes, generally people notice. People can tell. People are really savvy. And there's so many accounts that I've come across lately, especially here in New Zealand, which I'm real gutted about. Alright, that's Instagram, I know, but it all kind of like plays in together. It's just real frustrating. Like, they change their algorithms all the time. There's no union as a YouTuber. Like, you're not secure. You're not in a secure like employment as such with YouTube. Everything's trying to go online. Everyone's trying to market something. Everyone's trying to be a YouTuber. Everyone's like, YouTube is so saturated. Everyone's trying to produce clickbait. Just keep going, babe. Honestly, just keep doing you. Don't put a lot of pressure on yourself. Do it for you. Like, GK All Day asked, what's your favorite Skittle flavor from the original red packet? Oh my god, I love that question. I would definitely say the green lime ones. Oh, actually no, the yellow lemons. Fuck, they're good. What do you order from McDonald's? I always order a large McChicken meal, and I ask for aioli in a little pot for my chips. What's your favourite quote? A comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing grows in it. Were you bullied in high school? Yeah, I was in third form, like quite severely. Like, I would cry heaps. And it was like through text messages and stuff like that, but then at school. And I just hate to fucking think what it's like with social media, because like I grew up just before I grew up in high school. Like, I think Facebook only came out when I was like 16, and like MySpace was around, but I never got bullied on like MySpace or anything like that. It was just in like third form. I generally found it really hard. Yeah, it was tough because I was at an all-girls boarding school as well, so it's not like I could go home and start the day fresh and like see my parents. I was there like all week long and had to kind of like endure it, so that was pretty rough. So it definitely did affect me for quite some time. In saying that, it hasn't affected my self-confidence in who I am or anything like that. Like, I actually think I'm a very confident and quite thick-skinned person. Okay, and she also asked, what coffee do you order? By the way, love you and your work so much. Also, give Peter a pat from me. Aww, she wants to give you a pat from me. Like, I always have flat whites with 1 sugar. Mermaid Kyra asked, are you going to film yourself doing your wedding makeup? Oh my god, the biggest dilemma of my life. I swear to god, I really don't know if I'm going to be doing my wedding makeup. A lot of people are saying don't do it because they want me to relax on the day. I really hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for all the questions. It actually means a lot to me that you guys even know, you know, and care about my life and the things that are going on. It's really cool when people are like, how's Peter? Like, it actually does make me just be like, oh my god, that's so cool. Like, I don't know. I think for some people it's like, oh, that's too much, but for me, I love it. I just, you know, people are involved and know me. It's really, really cool. I love it. So thank you again for all the amazing questions. I felt like that like Q&A went on forever, and I'm very, very sorry. I probably did ramble on a little bit. So if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a really big thumbs up. And of course, if you want to see a little bit more of me and you're not subscribed to my channel, feel free to subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell button down there, guys. That is a little notification, so every time I upload a new video, you guys will get notified and you'll be the first ones to view it. But anyways, guys, I hope you all have a lovely day, and I will see you soon. Bye!